The way, if you guys haven't experienced, if you guys haven't gone to Markarth yet, but you did go to Dawnstar first, I think you know what happens from Dawnstar to Markarth. I If you don't, this is what happens. I went to Dawnstar, and I like that town. That town's pretty cool. It's like a little, it looks like a little fishing town or something like that. There's snow everywhere. It's pretty cold, and it's like right by the water. I go there and I'm looking around. I killed a dragon there. When I got there, a dragon got there, and that was pretty cool. I think it was the inn. I entered the inn, and there's this guy sitting at the bar, and he's like, "You want to join me to drink for a drink and like a drinking competition, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And we start drinking. It's pretty funny because it's you know how you could choose your dialogue. It's like all messed up. It's written all like you're drunk. It was pretty funny, and I was laughing and everything. I was like, "Yeah, this is cool," and then he's like, "Come on, I know another bar. Let's go over there." And then it just goes black. You wake up in this temple, and this lady's like, "Wake up and get out of my," and you're just like, "What?" You're like, "What the hell happened?" Like, you have no idea where you are. And I'm like, and she was like, "You guys came in here screaming and talking about marriage and and all these things, and you threw trash all over the temple and this and that." And I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "I don't remember anything." And she's like, "Help me clean the temple until so and maybe then I'll tell you what you want to know, what happened." And I start picking. You could see like freaking bottles of wine everywhere, and you pick them up. And I talked to her. I was like, "Where's the guy that I was with?" And she tells me where I could go, and then this quest starts. And I leave that temple, and I'm like completely on the other side of the map. Like, Dawnstar's right here, and Markarth is like way over here. And I was like, okay, this is kind of turned around. Dawnstar's like to the northeast, I believe, of Skyrim. Markarth is to the west. This is the west for me, but this is west for you guys. And I'm just like, what? And I had left my horse in Dawnstar, and now I'm like in freaking Markarth, and I'm just like, what the hell happened? And I was on a mission when I went to Dawnstar. I was gonna go like help this one guy, and I was gonna head east of Skyrim because I wanted to get some stuff. I wanted to go to a mine there and get moonstone. And now I'm on the other side, on the west, and I'm just like, damn it. So I start investigating there, and I got into this huge quest line. It was really interesting. I was introduced to the Forsworn and the Silverbloods. And they're kind of like the whole Stormcloak and Imperial. It was this huge thing. And then I ended up in jail because I was helping this one guy out to find out what the Forsworn were doing, why they were killing people. Because the Forsworn are killing people in the town. And this one guy's like, "They killed my father. You have to help me out, please. I want to know why. I have a wife and a child now, so I can't really focus too much on finding out why." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll help you." And I start investigating. And when I find out what's going on, I go back to the guy, and these freaking guards killed him. And I was so mad. I was like, "You guys killed him?" I was like, he was gonna have a baby. It was so sad. He had told me that his wife was pregnant, and I was like, and they're like, "We're gonna take you to jail because you've been sniffing around where you shouldn't be." And what? And I was like, "Okay, I'll go quietly." So they take me to jail, and I'm in jail, at this mine. So I go and I talk to all the prisoners, and then I find the leader of the Forsworn in there. You could either do something that he wants you to do and escape with all the Forsworn that are in the jail, or you can kill that leader. You can kill him, the leader of the Forsworn, and escape yourself. Escape by yourself. And I was like, I'm not gonna help this bastard. They had they killed all these people and forget it. So I killed him, and then I left. I escaped on my own. Just a little bit of advice: when you escape, if you escape by yourself, and you don't focus on magic, if you're not strong with magic, you're not gonna have your equipment with you because they took it. You're gonna get it until the end. But just a little bit of advice: when when you pass the second spider, and you go up those stairs and you see those mechanical balls floating there, they're like steam coming out of them. Run. There's no way to beat it. I mean, unless you're a freaking ninja or something, or a really strong mage, I think, because my magic didn't touch it. And those two things come to life, and they're these robots, and they're just like, and they follow you, they run after you. And I tried to kill them once, and I didn't even scratch it, and they destroyed me. And the second time, I was like, they come to, they form, they're like little transformers or something. They turn into the big robots, and I just run. I'm like, ah! I run past them, and I run up the stairs, and I finally find the way out, and I leave, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then you find someone outside, and they give you your things back, your equipment and all that. And then the guy outside gives you a ring. A pretty cool ring. So yeah, just run. My favorite follower so far is from Whiterun. Her name is Uthgerd. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Uthgerd the Unbroken. She's in the Bannered Mare. I think that's what it's called. It's the inn in Whiterun. I think it's the inn. Or it's the tavern in Whiterun. She's sitting in a table, like in a corner. And you go over to her, and she's like talking about fighting. And she's like, I could take you. So you fight her like hand to hand. It's pretty funny. Like you guys are just duking it out, and she's pretty good. But if you beat her, it's not hard. It's just really funny. If you beat her, you could just ask her to be your follower. Like you could just tell her, come here, like come on, let's go, follow me, and she'll go. You don't have to pay her. And she's worth it. She's very good. She's a two-handed. She's got heavy armor. She packs some good hits, and she could take a lot of hits. I fought my second dragon with her. My first dragon was part of the main quest. My second dragon I fought with her. It was in the night, in the snow, like up in the mountain, and it was an awesome area to fight a dragon. And the dragon, we hear it, and I was like, what was that? And then my controller starts vibrating, and I'm like, oh my god, a dragon! And she really helped a lot. We killed that dragon. That wasn't very hard, that dragon. We kill it, and then I fought my third dragon with her too. That was freaking hard. Oh my god, that was so hard. I died so many times. And Uthgerd, she died once, and I was like, screw that. I'm not gonna have Uthgerd die. And I reloaded, but she had died. She died after I killed the dragon. Like the dragon was dead, and she was dead too. And I was like, oh my. I was so sad. I was like, no. So I reloaded that gameplay just because I didn't want Uthgerd to die. But I swear I tried to kill that dragon like 10 times, I think, and she only died once. The other times she would just like get on her knee, and she's just like breathing like she's hurt, but she wouldn't die. And then the dragon wouldn't even look at her, and the dragon would just be focusing on me. And I got this little routine down. Like I was like, I would go hide, heal myself, and then until the dragon came down, I would go and like whack him, just boom, 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 and it worked. I finally killed him, and Uthgerd, like even when she was down on one knee and just like breathing and like, oh my god, she's gonna die. For a while she was there. I guess she was regaining health, and then she was back up. you could hear her screaming at him, I'm gonna kill you, dragon, and all this stuff, like with her arrow, bow and arrow. So cool. I love her. And the second time I killed him, because I killed him twice. Remember the first time I killed him, Uthgerd was dead, and then the second time, it was easier for me to kill him, and Uthgerd was alive, and I was like, yes, we did it. I was so happy. But yeah, she's my go-to follower. She's freaking awesome. I love her. And I love having followers with you because they could carry your stuff. You're just like, here, carry, hold this, 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 and this. When I can't carry anymore, and they're just like... Probably the hardest fights was that dragon and the frost troll. Going up to Hrothgar, High Hrothgar. Oh my god, that frost troll was so hard for me. Oh, it was annoying. And then the worst part is that it regenerated health. So I was like, are you freaking kidding me? It would regenerate health. So you couldn't, like, if it was hitting you, you couldn't, like, run away to regain your health and wait. Because that guy would be regaining health too. And you'd just be like, all the damage I just did was pointless. And then you'd go back, and it was like starting all over again. And it was stupid. I was like, not even dragons regenerate. If you're wondering where I am in the main quest, I left High Hrothgar. The Greybeards tell you to go get this one thing. That's where I am. I left High Hrothgar, and now I just have to go to that one place to get that one thing. I forgot what it was. Some sword or something like that. I forgot. This game does have a lot of glitches, but I haven't encountered major ones. I have heard about some that are pretty major, that actually interrupt like quest lines, and thankfully I haven't encountered any of them, and I hope I don't. I've only encountered little stupid ones, like I think the biggest one that I had encountered was that arrow, that permanent arrow. But that was only the first time that I did with my other character. With this character, I haven't encountered that yet, and I hope I don't encounter that again. Every time I get shot with an arrow, and he has an arrow in him, I'm just standing there waiting until it disappears, and I'm just like, disappear, come on, and then it disappears, and I'm like, Dragonborn! I've also encountered like floating rocks, where there's just like a freaking rock in the middle of the road, like in the sky, and I'm like, the hell? Stupid things like that that don't really mess up the game for me. There's a little bit of menu lag when you go into the menu, and I was just like, okay, whatever. Nothing there. I haven't encountered any glitches for me to say this game sucks or this game is stupid or anything like that. I just laugh at them. I'm just like, oh my god, that's so stupid right there. Look at that, and then I keep playing. Whatever. So there will be more of these Skyrim experiences. Just to let you know where I'm at. I won't be doing them back to back. I'm going to be doing them kind of separated so that I have enough to talk about. So that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.